After my daughter caused a hit-and-run accident, she knelt in front of me, sobbing. Final part, the next day, I went to my office and immediately changed all my bank account passwords, including the payment ones on my phone. This time around, I wouldn't let Jack get a hold of my assets. Later, I asked the school for Charlotte's SAT registration number and looked up her actual scores. I was stunned. She only scored 230. Even with an extra 400 points, she couldn't have made it into Yale. In my previous life, Charlotte had shown me several of her mock exam scores, always over 650. I had believed her then, but now I realized those score reports must have been forged. That afternoon, I went to a private investigator and hired them to look into Jack and Charlotte. I suspected they were actually father and daughter. 12 years ago, Jack had taken me to an orphanage, and out of all the children there, he had chosen Charlotte. At the time, I had thought they were simply drawn to each other by fate. But looking back, the way they had conspired against me, there was no other explanation. They had been planning this for 12 years, slowly but surely draining me of everything I had. A week later, I received a text from the bank saying that my supplementary credit card had been charged $30,000. In my haste, I had forgotten to cancel the supplementary card. I had given Jack the card for convenience, so he could buy groceries and cover household expenses. But I didn't need to guess. I knew the $30,000 had gone toward buying a car. I quickly called the bank and had the card cancelled. That evening, as I arrived home, I saw a brand new BMW X2 without license plates parked outside. When I stepped inside, Charlotte was there, smiling sweetly as she handed me my slippers. "Welcome home, Mom. You must be tired from work." Looking at her fake smile, I wanted nothing more than to slap her again, but I had to restrain myself until I had all the facts. "Did your dad buy you the car?" I asked coolly. "Mom, I didn't want it, but Dad insisted." "There wasn't anything I could do," she said, putting on her most innocent expression. "I've cancelled your supplementary card. From now on, I'll give you $1,000 a month for household expenses. If you need to buy anything big, just let me know and I'll get it for you." "What's that supposed to mean? Our daughter got into Yale. Doesn't she deserve a reward?" Jack stormed over, his face red with anger. I nearly exposed them right then and there. 230 points. That pathetic score wouldn't get her into Yale in a million years. But I held back. I'm only thinking of her. She's still young and just got her driver's license. What if she gets into an accident? Then what? Am I supposed to bury my own daughter? I asked, pretending to be concerned. Jack slammed his fist on the table and leaped up. "How dare you curse my daughter?" In that moment, I was absolutely certain Charlotte was Jack's biological daughter. "I'm not cursing her. I'm just worried for her safety." You're just too cheap to spend money," Jack sneered. "Mom, did you get upset because Dad used your money to buy me a car?" Charlotte immediately went into victim mode, her eyes welling up with tears. I gently patted her head and said, "How could I be upset about spending money on you? I'm just worried about your driving skills. If something happened to you, how could I go on living? If they could play their games, so could I." "Mom, I got into Yale, one of the best universities in the country. Any other mother would have thrown a massive party and showered me with gifts, but you haven't done anything. Do you not love me anymore?" she cried, her acting flawless. Her performance was nothing short of brilliant. I continued patting her head and replied, "Well, these days, the country promotes frugality. Throwing a party would be wasteful. Besides, it's important to stay humble. Being too flashy will only make others jealous. As for gifts, isn't that BMW a gift? Mom, you don't love me anymore. You don't understand.